settle in, girls. Come on in. How was your PE class?
Oh, it was good. I won the basketball game.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, totally did.
Okay, well, bring up your laptop like this, but don't open it all the way. Just, put it aside. Yeah, put the laptop down, please. Laptop down. Good. Okay, well, settle in and wipe your sweat while I take the roll, okay? Got it?
Yeah.
All good?
Okay.
All right. Okay, so here's what we're up to today. Yeah? Last week we discussed the importance of identity. How businesses use brand identity to connect with the customers and stand out with the crowd. Yeah? Good job in submitting and finishing your research. Well done. Well done. Yes, clap please. I know it must be hard to meet up as a group, and I'm happy that you have pushed through and submitted without any late submission, which is very, very good.
Good
guys.
job.
Put your hands up. Pat yourself on the back. And then your friend. Well done, well done. Okay, now sit down. Okay, good. So, can anyone share with us any of the experience that they've had during the research? Anyone? Julia?
Well, for my group, it was a little bit scary for me because I don't like talking to people, but luckily I had Lisa who, did most of the talking. But yeah, it was pretty good.
That's good. So how about the logo and whatever that they've had? Did they have everything for you to work on?
Well, for us, it was a good experience for them. Like the people that own this little shop, they were kind of older, so they didn't know how to use technology like us, and they were very happy to hear that we can help them out.
Oh, perfect. So this is where my presentation come in. Yeah. Oh, did anyone get this link so they can prepare it in their laptop?
Is it on?
It's on the Leo.
Oh, okay.
So just get that going. Okay. So here your group has chosen the local establishment, and you've done the primary research, and you've talked about it within yourselves. What's gonna work, or what ideas you have in mind later on. Okay. So we're gonna talk about the logo rebranding. Why is logo important? Yeah?
Well, we went up to a bakery that didn't have logo.
Oh. Yeah.
So it had no identity. But then you go up to Neutral Bay, there's this Sonoma bakery, and it looked really fancy, and then they can charge a lot of money for local bread.
So
I think it just looked better.
That's great. So that's why logo rebranding is very important, because it can upscale their business and improve the connection with the customers. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Oh, I'm excited for this bakery thing that you have. Great. So we're gonna start off with a fun project. Not project, but a game.
Pictionary.
Yeah, we're gonna play Pictionary.
I haven't had Pictionary for a long.
Okay. So we're gonna do the logo Pictionary. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to tell you the person who's gonna draw the logo that you're gonna draw, and your teammate is going to guess what you're drawing. Okay, so you girls are gonna form in a group of 5, come up with an order, and one of you will come up here with your mobile device or anything that you have, scan it so you can draw and everybody can see it. So they can guess while you draw.
Can I come up now?
Yeah, come on, please come on. Scan it, so it works. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all good? Ready? Okay?
Yeah.
So you guys, please form the group first. I'll give you 3 minutes. And and we shall begin.
Lisa.
Yeah?
Let's get them as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well done guys. That was a nice Pictionary session.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun, great. Awesome.
What did
Yeah,
you
it
draw?
was fun.
I drew the McDonald's sign.
Nice. Yeah, you see, I was quite surprised you guys knew quite a lot of logos off the top of your head, because, it leaves a long, good impression, right? So why are logos important?
It makes me choose between, like, say, an Apple iPhone product and a Samsung.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, because it looks cool, right?
Yeah.
It just looks better.
They say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm an Android. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the case studies of the 3 major companies that I'm pretty sure everyone knows in here. Okay? What's this?
Apple.
Apple. Everybody has iPhone?
Yeah. I'm an Android.
Yeah.
Oh,
Great.
iPhone.
Okay, so who knew about this one?
No, what is that?
So if you zoom in really closely, it's actually Isaac Newton under a tree. Yeah, and that's where they were inspired, because they're inspired by Isaac Newton to think differently, because the apple hitting on the top of the head made him think of a theory, and so that's where the creative part wants to be incorporated inside it. Okay, and so they have the logo redesign in here in between 1976 and 1977, because, do you know why? No. Because they came up with a product called iMac that was super duper colorful. You guys must have loved it, but it's really big. But they wanted to reflect that their new product with their logo, so they also changed the logo at that time.
I also heard that the logo was they chose an apple because you can zoom in and out without like squinting, having to squint. Like when the apple's so small, you can still see it's an apple, and when it's printed really big, you can still see it's an apple.
Oh, great!
Wow.
That's a good fact. Did anyone know this?
No.
Yeah. 0.1. +1 to you. Very good. Yeah, so these are the important things that you have to think about. Logo, how it appears with the different sizes, and how people can see from afar. It's the recognition that's really important in it. And so in here you can see they started reforming into a more sophisticated logo, because they started to have iPhones and these new products that needed to be nice looking, and so that's where it came up. So another one would be Google. Okay, so we all Google everything today, even why am I sick or am I getting sick? Okay, but okay, so they started with a search engine called Backrub.
Backrub. What?
I didn't know that.
That's weird.
Yeah, and then so they came up with this name called Google, which actually means is a misspelling of the mathematical term called Google with Googol, and it's a large number of 10 to the power of 100.
10 to the power of 100.
So that's a lot of zeros.
Yeah.
Okay, but they wanted to show that Google doesn't follow any rules, so even misspelling is their fun in the thing.
Oh, it was part of the plan.
Yes, it was part of the plan.
Cool.
And then, so that's why they chose different colors, and that really popped out. Okay, and then so we can see here that they had the logo redesign from Backrub to Google, and then they started to have the logo refresh, which you can see the commonalities.
I like the 2015 one.
You like the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have they came up with different logo fonts, and they also changed the color here to make it more easier to the eyes. So you can think of that when you are doing the design projects. Okay, and the last one, this one, Macca's. Okay, so they started off with just a text, McDonald's famous barbecue, and then they incorporated a potato man, and that's where it stuck, the potato. But the potato man went off because it was too complicated, so they redesigned again, but they included the golden arch this time, and then that's where the McDonald's sign came about. Yeah, and it stuck through the end until now.
How do you decide when to refresh and when to redesign?
It really depends on the situation and the customer and the competitors that they have at that time. So that's also what you have to think about when you redesign it for your local establishment. Yeah. Okay, so in here you know more about the thing, the difference between logo redesign and logo refresh. Yeah. They will talk about differences and what categorizes your business to do a redesign or a refresh. So you can think of that. You're going to do that on your own. You can discuss among your groups. I'll walk around here and there to see if you guys need help. Yeah? And then you have until the rest of the class, which is 20 more minutes, to do this, and you finish off with this Padlet. You're going to submit a Padlet of what you found interesting and what is important in the rebranding. And we're gonna come back to that in the next class and then see how you're going to apply in your local business. Okay, so come up, bring your laptops out, and you can start. Okay, great.